With the election of Donald Trump as president, many Americans are looking for a way to remove him from office. While some methods are less than legal, let us only look at the legal methods for removing a president from office. The Constitution only provides 5 ways a president can be removed from office: end of a term, whether he has completed his second term, has decided not to seek re-election, or was just not re-elected by the public; death, please see side note 1, or side video 1, resignation, impeachment, and also by the Vice President and the Cabinet declaring the President unfit for office. As stated in the 25th Amendment, in a future video I will explain exactly what the 25th Amendment is. Of all these methods, only one directly involves the people, that is, the President not being re-elected. However, there is another option that could be used to remove the president from office. While this method is not provided for in the Constitution, it is not banned by it either. This method is used by some states to allow for the removal of state officials, including governors. This method is a recall election. A recall election is a process by which voters, the people, can remove an elected official from office before their term is over by a direct vote in a special election. It is typically initiated when sufficient voters have signed a petition. The question has been asked, can President Donald Trump, can any future president be recalled? Unfortunately, there is no clear answer, as no recall election has ever been held for the president nor any other federal office. Another popular question is, why would we want to recall the president? This answer is much more clear. A recall election is intended to give the people a way to remove an elected official from office who has lost the people's trust and confidence. Additionally, it can be used to remove an official from office that Congress refuses to impeach despite clear evidence warranting it. So how can a president be recalled from office when there is no precedent for doing so, nor a constitutional basis or clause authorizing it? Or is there a constitutional basis? One key step in initiating a recall election is petitioning the government, particularly in the states that allow it. And petitioning the government is a protected right under the First Amendment of the Constitution, and was extended to the states through the 14th Amendment with the Supreme Court case NAACP v. Button. So if you want to recall the president, you can start a petition or sign an existing petition. I'm actually going to be linking a few change.org petitions on that exact matter. See side note 2, see side video 2. In addition, you can always write your representative in Congress and in your state legislatures requesting it. This would be needed because for a recall election to succeed, the Constitution would have to be amended. And amending the Constitution is started by introducing the amendment to Congress, where it has to pass by a 2/3 majority before it's sent off to the states for ratification. So why is it important that the Constitution be amended to recall the president? Well, I know this because I have spoken to a few Republican friends of mine at school to ask them what's their opinion on the matter. Basically, they are opposed to a recall election because they believe it to be unconstitutional and undemocratic. So a constitutional amendment would be needed because without an amendment, it would be very difficult to get people who share the views of my Republican friends to actually support a recall election. Since it would be difficult to get a recall election authorized and passed by Congress, whether with a law or with an amendment, the next two best options would be a constitutional convention or impeachment. In a later video, I will go over the impeachment process. As for the constitutional convention option, it would require 2/3 of the state legislatures to call for it. That's why it would be good to, if you're in favor of recalling the president, to write your state legislatures. And then at the convention, the delegates would draft an amendment, and then they would send it to the states for ratification like normal. So in a later video, I will go over all possible ways to amend the US Constitution. But anyhow, back to amending the Constitution to establish a constitutional basis for a recall election. That method would be one way to establish a constitutional basis for a recall election without having to deal with the policy gridlock in Congress, where many Republicans, I am assuming, would be in opposition to such an amendment or law. In conclusion, the only viable way to remove a president from office before his or her term is complete is impeachment. However, this can be changed through a constitutional amendment and by petitioning the government. Exercise your First Amendment right and sign a petition and write your representatives in Congress and your state legislatures so that your voice can be heard, as a silent voice cannot be heard over the noise of the crowd. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below. Check me out on social media, consider supporting me on Patreon, and feel free to visit my website and any of my other YouTube channels. Links are in the description down below. Subscribe to my channel for future content. Have a good day or good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.